See you around, Milluminous. Man, that was fun making a collab with him. But now that the My Little Pony movie video is done, what's next on the list, Jen?
Well, how about another Let's Talk About?
Sure, this one's about expensive Lego sets, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know I could talk about this for days, Jen.
Yeah, we all know how much you love your Lego sets, Bronze.
I blame the autism. Alright, enough jokes. Let's get this started. How much would you be willing to spend on a Lego set is a question I ask myself every single time I see a new set on the shelves at stores. As a child, Legos were my go-to toy for what I always wanted for my birthday or Christmas, aside from video games, naturally. It's actually kind of ironic, because when I was younger, I had a huge list of things I wanted, and now I don't really know what I want because my game/collection room is so full of stuff, I don't know what else I'd want. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about at the end of the year, because trust me, you're not gonna believe what this room I'm recording this audio in looks like, and if you're wondering why I'm bringing this up out of nowhere, it's because the room I'm currently in has what this video is about: expensive Lego sets. Now, this video isn't going to be as big or as long as my normal ones, and it's mostly because I'm not going to go over the complete history of Lego and why they're expensive per se. I don't think that would be very fitting for this channel, especially the series. Instead, this is just going to be a smaller video on a topic I feel deserves to be talked about. Hell, that's basically what this series is about, but I'm gonna get off track if I keep going on that. Back to Legos. Legos have been around for almost a century now, and that's saying something. A toy company being in the mainstream for nearly a century. Most of this is because there's really no toy like Lego. There's been plenty of dolls and action figures, but there's only one type of Lego that's worth a damn. Those third-party Lego sets can piss off for all I care. One of my favorite series Lego ever made was the most popular one, Lego Star Wars, and throughout the years, Lego has only gotten better at detailing the sets, but because of it, the sets have gotten more expensive. The most expensive Lego sets I have as of recording this video are the 2019 Millennium Falcon set and the 2020 AT-AT set. Both are almost $180 after taxes and such, and while that may seem like a lot for a Lego set to the average person, Legos have always been this expensive. A Lego Star Destroyer in 2006 was around $100. Now, the newest Star Destroyer is holy shit! $700?! Now, to be fair, this set is huge, so it naturally comes up in price, but God! $700 for a Lego set is too much even for a Lego fan like me, and believe me, having 3 shelves full of Lego sets, that's saying something. The Ultimate Collector series that has now become the Master Builder series has been a thing for a long time, and those sets are pretty pricey too. There's a $700 Millennium Falcon too, and to be fair, both of these sets, the Star Destroyer and the Falcon, are incredible to build and to look at, but that much for a Lego set. Even a die-hard Lego fan like me knows that's expensive for a building toy, even if it's solely for adult fans. Suddenly $180 for a set doesn't seem too bad now, huh? One of the reasons why I enjoy Lego so much is likely because of my autism. I unironically have that, I'm dead serious, but also because I just think Lego sets are really nice to look at. You get to build something you can show off to people, and it could be of your favorite series and characters from that series. I can't tell you how many people I've shown all my Legos and how much they were taken aback by all the sets I have and how good they actually look too. I just always thought Legos were cool to look at. It doesn't really matter to me what it is. If it looks cool, it looks cool. Hell, I liked the way Bionicles looked, and those sucked. I mean, sure, some sets are a pretty penny, but just look at that Batmobile. That's worth $100 if you ask me. I think another reason why Lego sets can get so expensive is because of the minifigures, or figurines per se, and I can tell you from experience that some of these sets I have, I only got for the figurines because, man, some of these minifigs look good. Look at Ahsoka. That looks amazing for an 1.5-inch tall figurine. This is a big reason why those giant Master Builder sets cost so much. They come with around 24 minifigures on average, and that is a lot of paint and detail to put on figurines. If you're wondering why you can't just buy the minifigures themselves, it's for legal reasons. This is one of the main reasons why the battle packs are a thing in LEGO Star Wars, because LEGO legally can't sell the figurines themselves, as they would be considered action figures. And LEGO doesn't have the rights to do that. That's why when you buy these little sets, they come with this little station or ship or thing that nobody really cares about. It sucks, but that's just how it is, and the price for these battle sets have only gone up too. But before I continue any further, I gotta make that money somehow. We'll be right back after these very special messages dedicated to the month of November.
SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Larry, Pearl, Mr. Krabs, and Plankton.
Are you ready, Goo? Happy?
Fuck you!
Are we back? Okay. Now that we're back from those very special commercials, let's continue about the battle packs. The first sets of this kind were clones and droids from Revenge of the Sith, which is also my favorite Star Wars movie, Bite Me, and these sets were only $10. I mean, you got 7 droids for $10. Now, to be fair, they didn't have any paint on them, so it didn't cost much to make them. With the clones, though, you only got 4 since they had to have paint on them, but since then, the price has only gone up, and the main reason is because the figurines have so much detail on them. The most recent battle pack I bought was the Mandalorian set, and it was $15, but man, these figurines have some good detail on them. It's honestly just down to personal preference on if you want to buy a brand new set with the figurines or not. I guarantee you if you buy the set with the tag no minifigs, it's going to be much cheaper, and even sets that come with little or no figurines are expensive too. The Batmobile I mentioned earlier doesn't have one, and it's still $100. It is 1,360 pieces, though. Compare that to the most recent big set in LEGO Star Wars with a similar price set, the Imperial Light Cruiser, and there's a considerable cost difference in between. The Light Cruiser is $160. It comes with 6 figurines. Now the argument can be made that it's Star Wars, it's gonna cost more, and that's probably true, but this is a Batmobile. It's DC. You think it'd be expensive too, but this is a very debatable topic that isn't worth going into too much detail. This video would be way too long, so I'll just leave it at more minifigs likely means a higher price. And speaking of price, normally when talking about LEGO sets price-wise, I think of 4 categories to put sets in. The small sets that are normally $30 or less, the medium sets which are about $40 to $70, the big sets that are about $80 to $200, and the die-hard sets that are over $200. Every single one of these categories normally have a certain audience. I call these small sets, medium sets, big sets, and die-hard sets for obvious reasons. The smaller sets are naturally for younger ones, the medium sets are likely for teens still interested, the big sets are for adult fans or people that really like the way the set looks, and die-hard sets are for what they're named after, die-hard fans. I would love to have a die-hard set, but I can't consciously spend over $200 on a LEGO set. It wasn't until 2020 I finally spent more than $100 on a LEGO set, and that was only because it was the 20th anniversary Slave one, which I will be opening up in my Discord VC. Go check the link in the description if you want to add a few extra pizza sticks to your next order, and a few extra inches onto your penis. And that's really the only reason why I spent so much money on these sets. They're all iconic in their own rights. Just about anyone would recognize the Slave 1, Millennium Falcon, and AT-AT, especially the Batmobile too, but would anyone recognize the Imperial Light Cruiser? Some would, but not nearly as much. Now, don't get me wrong, that Light Cruiser is beautiful and I'd happily want it as a gift, but it's not really a set I'd spend my own money on because I don't want it that badly, and that's honestly what it comes down to. If I don't like the set enough, I won't get it even if it's cheap. What's the point in getting something if you don't like it, right? To sell it for much more than it was? Fuck scalpers, man. I worry that a lot of people will criticize me for spending that much on a LEGO set instead of spending it on something more useful, but I always think, at least I'm spending it on this. $180 would not last with a drug user, and at least I'm buying an actual item. There's people that spend twice that much in GTA or mobile games, so at least I'm not spending it on that too, and the same mindset should apply for anyone who's interested in LEGOs or something of this category. Even if it's originally a children's toy company, even if you could use that money on something else, at least you're spending it on what you love. Yes, even if it's $700. And with all that said and done, I think that's a good way to end this video. You know, if you love it, even if it costs a whole bunch of money, do what you love to do. I want to thank you guys for watching and putting up with my stupid-ass custom commercials. I want to thank Jen for helping me with these videos, and as always, take care, and have a good one.